the middle, it's Cook. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Well, they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Harris. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well, you talk about this Jets defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Harris. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Harris on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Jets are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better?
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game, came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 2nd down, Cook. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. You look at this Niner defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now Harris to throw on 3rd down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nicole Hardman, 58 yards. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds and they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7 our score. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Let's go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Smith red. Yellow. Green jack.
Lance now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better
that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, Lance. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go set.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ready.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. In motion is Gray.
Fight. Fight. Red, yellow. Edo blue. Blue striker. On the ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 45 yards. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll be wrangled to the ground right there at the 32-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Cook up the gut. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Harris. Off play action. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Johnson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Harris. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved.
Under pressure, they got him again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Harris escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Able to find Gray here. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
A gain of 21 yards. And the 49er first down.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously... Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Lance looking to throw it.
Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll run it now with Gray. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. And his kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw is Harris. Throwing on 3rd and long.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Ready. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance now on 1st down.
He's got him in, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
In motion is Gray.
At the 38-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Red, yellow. Yellow, go. Hey, blue. Blue, go.
In motion is Gray.
Blue. Ready? Go.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
From the gun, it's Lance.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Danny Gray.
38 yards.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Harris. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Harris now on 1st and 10. Open man here is Conklin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Harris on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, 38 yards. And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise. And I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Black shot. Ready, ready.
Off of play action, here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Go red. Blaster, stick. Hut, hut.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yellow.
Here's Lance to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Switch, yellow. Strike, check, strike.
Throwing now is Lance.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. That one good for 37 yards. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. And Lance now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Smack, red. Steel, black. Hey, green.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Danny Gray
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Off play action. Harris taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
On the double.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
6, Mega. Ready?
In his own end zone, it's Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but, boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Harris. That's caught left side by Hardman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Harris from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
On the ready.
This is 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50 series. Hut.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On the set.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Giants, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.